side. Oh, there he goes again. It's those right hands that he doesn't see coming, and I'm not sure he knows where he is.
Ya, mitra olahraga JB Arena, publik Indonesia kala itu dimanjakan kedua bola matanya oleh layar kaca televisi karena ada dua petinju jagoan Indonesia, yaitu Daud Yordan dan Chris John, berlaga di Singapura pada kala itu di hari dan di satu ring yang sama. Tepatnya pada 9 November 2012, dua petinju Indonesia ini akan berduel menghadapi petinju dari mancanegara untuk mempertahankan gelarnya masing-masing. Daud Yordan akan mempertaruhkan sabuk juaranya dengan menghadapi sang penantang dari Mongolia, yaitu Choi Sevenpure. Sedangkan The Dragon atau Chris John akan mempertahankan sabuk juara WBA kelas bulu yang tengah disandangnya dengan menghadapi penantang asal Thailand yang belum pernah terkalahkan. Nah, tentu akan sangat menarik sekali. Makanya jangan skip videonya, kita saksikan terlebih dahulu duel Daud Yordan menghadapi petinju asal Mongolia. Mitra JB Arena, duel yang cukup seru di mana petinju Indonesia Daud Yordan kala itu berduel di Singapura menghadapi penantangnya dari Mongolia, yaitu Choi Sevenpure. Daud Yordan kala itu datang dengan membawa rekor 29 kali kemenangan, dengan 23 didapatnya dengan kemenangan KO ataupun TKO dan 2 kali menelan kekalahan. Sementara lawannya dari Mongolia, yaitu Choi Sevenpure, datang dengan membawa rekor 36 kali kemenangan, 24 kali diantaranya didapat dengan KO ataupun TKO, dan 5 kali menelan kekalahan. Dengan total bertanding 41 kali laga. Ya, Daud Yordan yang mengenakan celana berwarna hitam bergaris putih, sedangkan lawannya dari Mongolia mengenakan celana berwarna merah kombinasi biru dan bergaris putih. Sejak bel ronde pertama dibunyikan, kedua petinju ini langsung melancarkan pukulan-pukulan jabnya guna untuk membongkar pertahanan dan saling mencari kelemahan. Daud Yordan terlihat sangat agresif, terus selalu memberikan tekanan kepada lawan. Dia lebih banyak melakukan pukulan-pukulan.
Bruce McTavish and Tavish had got a shot out to Cameron, so I get that done.
Happy birthday.
Kemudian di ronde yang kedua, Daud Yordan ini masih terus menekan, namun Choi juga memberikan perlawanan yang sengit. Baku hantam terjadi di ronde ini.
Daud Yordan has done a great job with the jab. Now Sevenpure is getting into it. Look at this, a pair sixer in the middle of the ring. They're going head to head.
He's just touching him up, but he's looking to throw nice hooks to the body. Right hand crashes to the left side of his skull. Wow, with the right hand goes Yordan. Here comes Sevenpure in. He takes an uppercut. Jab, 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 and he backs off Sevenpure.
Pukulan uppercut dan jab Daud Yordan ini berhasil mendarat di wajah lawan. Namun lawan juga tak ambil diam. Dia juga berhasil mendaratkan pukulan.
The IBO featherweight king, his name is Daud Yordan, left-right combination, but he still comes forward, and a big punch from Sevenpure.
Sevenpure loads up now, he's on the assault, he landed a couple of shots there. Yordan is in great physical shape, so he's able to gobble him up, but you can see how dangerous Choi can be. But he fights in flurries like this, and it's
only 20 feet inside as the bell ends round number 2.
Kemudian di ronde yang ketiga dan keempat, lagi-lagi Daud Yordan ini terus mengurung lawan. Namun petinju Mongolia tersebut masih dengan lincah bergerak ke kanan dan ke kiri.
Well, we'll see. Round number 3, Yordan decked out in the black trunks.
He's turning up what
Yordan can do. Yordan hasn't backed into the corner. I tell you this, that the Sevenpure can be dangerous coming out of the corner, but right now he's not.
Yes, he's got power all over the right hand. He's trying to set himself. The Colonel, you're very right, just being a little cautious in round 2. If not trying to set up the right hand, I promise you he'll be looking to set up.
Just can score this one because I would be leaning to Sevenpure, but I don't know. This one's too scored 10-10 because they got an idea.
Nah, ronde yang kelima, duel semakin keras. Kedua petinju ini saling melepaskan pukulannya. Namun beberapa kali pukulan Daud Yordan ini berhasil dan membuat lawan terpojok.
Both 3 and 4, I don't know.
Julian,
I've got it 4 rounds to 0, but I've got to say that doesn't tell the whole story of the fight because Choi is definitely in this fight.
Dan with 40 points, but I don't know about Sevenpure, how many points he may have on some of the judges' spoken.
Here's Yordan, and in the middle of a flurry, the Mongolian lands a hellacious.
You can't tell by the highlights either, folks that are watching at home, because
Kemudian di ronde yang ke-6, petinju Indonesia Daud Jordan yang selalu agresif setiap kali. Dengan bel berbunyi, dia langsung melancarkan pukulan jabnya. Di sepanjang ronde ini, Daud Jordan terus mengurung lawan dan bahkan pukulan-pukulan keras Daud Jordan kembali berhasil mendarat di wajah Choi Sevenpura.
What you saw was his knees come apart, Mark, but what you can't see is the fact that the paint in the middle of the ring is what he slipped back on. So when he got hit, he slipped back. But what you saw is what you can call. And that's sometimes how a mistake can be made by a referee. So I'm glad what you said, is very, very important. Look at this. Seesawing back and forth. This is a Pier 6 brawl. You can never quit. You can never get lazy with this guy. That's the jab. That's the...
And as he calls on, Sevenpura still stands.
And it's right over here. It's very, very slow.
Fight, I got it 59-56. It's close and at least 3-4.
Ronde ke-7, Daud Jordan semakin gencar mendesak lawan hingga terlihat Choi ini terlihat kebingungan.
First 30 seconds of this round. Look at this. Very, very even.
Jordan pressures and comes forward, missing.
Hingga dia sempat diberi peringatan oleh wasit. Daud Jordan ini terus tak memberikan celah kepada lawan dengan selalu membuat petinju Mongolia terus bertahan. Dan bahkan pukulan yang tak efektif dari Choi ini membuat dia terjatuh sendiri.
Let's see how he scores it now. Right on it is
With a rugby league ball prior to game day.
Different kettle of fish as round 7 continues. Jordan is puffy around his right.
Laga berlangsung hingga ronde yang ke-9. Nah, di ronde ini Daud Jordan kembali mendominasi serangan. Pukulan-pukulan kerasnya mendarat ke arah lawan hingga lawan terlihat mulai sedikit terkuras tenaganya.
A leap of faith and courage. Now Jordan the class. Here it is. Backs him up. Right hand, left hand over the top. Throwing a punches. Sevenpura comes back. He's still standing, and I can't believe it.
Real good uppercut. Jordan, by the way, has been hit a couple of times, and he takes a whale of a shot so far, too. This is a tough fight for him. It's a great title defense for him because he's outboxing Sevenpura, but Choi is certainly pressuring him.
Namun hingga ronde ke-10, kedua petinju ini belum ada yang menyerah walaupun tenaga sudah sama-sama saling terkuras. Namun keduanya masih menunjukkan keagresifannya.
This is some kind of exciting fight so far. We've got Jordan unofficially out in front in this fight, but Choi Sevenpura is certainly a dangerous fighter.
Now Dow backs him back on the jab. Big, wicked right hand. Another right hand. Belies the power. That time Sevenpura had to go, but he marches off the ropes with left hand. Unbelievable. He just ate up Dow Jordan's power and came back.
Oh,
the left rip. Another left rip from Dow Jordan and another right hand from Dow Jordan.
Hingga pada akhirnya di ronde yang ke-11.
The IBO World Featherweight Championship of the World.
Aksi jual beli pukulan kembali lagi terjadi di ronde ini. Kedua petinju di saat tenaganya sudah mulai habis. Namun keduanya ini memberikan tontonan yang menarik. Praktis di sepanjang ronde ini Daud Jordan terlihat mendominasi pukulan.
Here's Jordan on the assault again. He backs off, lines him up with the right hand. Right back comes Choi. A lot of these punches are missing right now. The left hook doesn't miss by Choi Sevenpura. There's Jordan right back, jabbing. Right back with the left hook comes the Mongolian. This kid is some kind of tough.
Grips the left arm of Dow Jordan. Jordan comes back towards the red corner, his opponent's corner, right on the break. That's the end of the round.
Kemudian di ronde yang terakhir, yaitu menjadi ronde yang sangat berarti bagi kedua petinju. Namun Choi Sevenpura lebih membutuhkan nilai di ronde ini. Dia harus berjuang habis-habisan jika ingin memenangkan laga. Namun apa dikata, karena tenaga yang semakin terforsir, Daud Jordan berhasil mendaratkan sejumlah pukulan hingga Choi terlihat limbung.
A dream, an opportunity to launch himself onto the world stage. One last fight. That time he was rocked. And Dow Jordan with that.
Nah, di saat terpojok, Choi ini sempat terjatuh. Namun bukan akibat pukulan. Ya, mungkin sudah faktor kelelahan. Daud Jordan akhirnya terus menghajar lawan, namun lawan masih bisa bertahan hingga bel ronde terakhir berbunyi.
But he's missed so many punches thrown like that tonight. Now he's back up against the ropes. Only 10 seconds to go in this fight.
Pushing strong, trying to take him to the canvas, and the closing seconds of the fight. It's a war and a battle to the finish. That's it. It's all over. Judge Steve.
Nah, setelah pengumuman pemenang, akhirnya petinju Indonesia Daud Jordan mampu mempertahankan gelarnya di kelas bulu versi IBO setelah dinyatakan memenangkan duelnya atas petinju Mongolia dengan kemenangan angka mutlak, yakni 119-110, 117-111, dan 118-110.
14-year professional campaign.
Ya, mitra olahraga AJB Arena. Setelah Daud Jordan berlaga di partai pertama, kali ini kita akan sama-sama menyaksikan duel yaitu antara Chris John menghadapi petinju yang reputasinya belum terkalahkan dari Thailand, yaitu Chonlatan Piriapinho.
Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Chip at 126 pounds. Chris John is decked out in the red with the white trim, and in the gold and red from the country of Thailand is Chon Piriapinho.
Nah, pertarungan yang berlangsung di Singapura pada awal-awal ronde kedua petinju ini bermain dalam tempo sedang karena tak terlalu melakukan adu pukul. Namun Chris John berusaha mengambil inisiatif penyerangan dengan melepaskan kombinasi hook kiri dan kanan ke arah wajah maupun rusuk Chonlatan.
This is Chris John's round. Neither fighter was brought up in his early.
Chris John yang nampaknya lebih sering melakukan inisiatif penyerangan ternyata menguras tenaganya hingga sang lawan melakukan serangan dan mendaratkan sejumlah pukulan telak di wajah Chris John.
Say that again, Chris John.
Well, as you take a look at the replay from round number 2, you can see that, it's just all Chris John.
And Piriapinho trying to find an opening, and then he counters underneath. Oh, that was on the border. Underneath, over the top, backs up, underneath, uppercuts, left hooks. He's got it all.
Akhirnya jual beli pukulan terjadi di ronde keempat, yang membuat pertarungan berjalan jauh lebih sengit. Chris John yang sempat lengah yang membuat serangkaian pukulan jab dan hook Piriapinho ini masuk telak. Namun si naga tak kehilangan agresivitasnya dan dia melepaskan balasan.
And it's evident on the face of Chris John, literally.
Well, but he's got to pick it up a lot more if he's going to score. Hard shots landed. A real ripping left hook to the head. And then there's a chop at that time as Chonlatan loaded up the right hand and he makes a miss.
Chris John kembali mendominasi di ronde ke-6. Dia nampaknya belum kehilangan agresivitasnya dan tenaganya. Chris John berhasil merobek wajah lawannya lewat beberapa jab yang dia lancarkan. Hingga terlihat pipi dan hidung sang lawan ini mengeluarkan darah. Ya, memasuki di ronde yang ke-7, Chris John sepertinya bakal menyudahi pertarungan karena di awal beberapa jab dan hook yang dilepaskan masuk mulus ke sasaran. Akan tetapi petinju dari Thailand ini ternyata masih memberi perlawanan sengit. Chris John dapat tekanan hebat di ronde terakhir. Dia sempat kena beberapa pukulan telak dari Piriapinho dan membuatnya terhuyung nyaris terjatuh.
He can hurt the champ in the closing seconds of the fight, and he's going for the knockout, trying to get loose. He's a wild.
Beruntung Chris John masih bisa bertahan di detik-detik akhir dengan terus memeluk lawannya.
15 seconds to go in the fight. Now he backs up the Thai fighter. What a finish to this fight. The Thai fighter went for it with about 40 seconds remaining in the fight, and he hurt Chris John, but John has just picked it up. I haven't got much more left, and I know the fighters don't have much more left. I'll tell you, a tremendous championship fight. The bell is about to sound, and the champion is going to retain his title.
Petinju Indonesia Chris John yang lebih sering melakukan pukulan, akhirnya setelah hasil perhitungan poin, 3 juri memberikan kemenangan kepada Chris John dengan angka mutlak.